Well, nights like these are just what you hope for as a spectator. A warm welcome. I'm Derek Ray, and adjacent to me in the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And we're fully convinced this game will live up to its billing. It's Sturm Graz up against Monaco.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
The lineup then for the hosts.
Well, they're starting with an attacking 4-5-1 formation with 3 players in advance of 2 holding midfielders. But it's important that the wide players come in field to join the centre forward at the right time.
Well, this is the team Monaco have selected.
Well, this system gives them a good defensive base. A well-drilled back 4, a solid midfield with wide players tucking in, and 2 forwards who can press the ball. But does it provide enough fluidity going forward? I'm never sure.
And they kick off here. Given away by Monaco. Good technique displayed. Well, possibilities inside the box. And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, a wasted opportunity. It would have been a decent chance, but offside the decision. Chouameni. Ben Yedder. Now, let's see what they can do here. Great opportunity. And a good save.
Well, it is a good save. The idea was good, the execution wasn't.
The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. Gives it a go. And he read it really well. Fine save. Well, following on from the previous incident, he sees yellow now. Short corner favoured. The corner kicks keep on coming. Over it comes. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. Delivered into the area here. No way through. Well, no problems defensively. Ben Yedder. Well, not on the target. The keeper seemed to have it covered.
Well, he did seem to have it covered, but it's not a bad effort, though. He really did strike it well.
Stankovic. Well, he's given us away. Ben Yedder takes on the shot. And fine goalkeeping. Now, how about the short corner? Well, clattered away. Folland! And the keeper getting across to stop it. And a short corner, let's see. Well, they couldn't take advantage of the opportunity. There's a slide rule pass. Oh, a goal! And an own goal at that. Well, not part of the script, was it?
Well, as you can see, it came off him last, and as a result, it will be an own goal. So unfortunate.
Well, that own goal has put them behind. Kevin Folland. Patient build-up at the moment. He has time to play it over. Ben Yedder. It's there for him. And missing the chance to give them a bit of breathing space.
Well, that should have made it more comfortable, shouldn't it? But it's a wasted opportunity.
Ljubic. Tackling and winning the ball to boot. Chouameni. Ben Yedder. Aurélien Chouameni. Every pass hitting its target. Well, it was a good-looking sequence, but it comes to an end. Jancha. And a poor ball. Ben Yedder. Well, he was in the right place to intercept. Chouameni. Kevin Folland. They need to get tighter. It's opening up for them. In possession, Folland. Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder! And no worries for the goalkeeper. Chouameni. Now can they make something happen? Nicely cut out. Ben Yedder. Chouameni. Alexander Galavin has it. Well, they keep passing away. Just cutting off the supply. Ivan Ljubic. Well, brilliant work to keep that one in play. Well, it looked as though they might be in just for a second or two. Well, they did have the ball, but not anymore. Into the advanced position. Still behind, but the pressure mounting. And the referee allowing advantage to accrue to them. Anderson Yangbo. Well, they couldn't keep it. Wonderful challenge, and a throw-in coming up. Well, the referee took note of the earlier incident and now issues the yellow card. Well, possibilities in the centre. Given away again. It is to be a throw-in. Anderson Yangbo. And that came off the defender, so it'll be a corner. Delivering it. Well, still an issue here. Threat over for now, it seems. And attempting the through ball. And a goal to square the game. Edge of the seat stuff.
Well, here it is again. Just look at the quality of the cross. It's inch perfect, and he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Kevin Volland. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? But nothing comes of it. Jancha. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. And does well to keep it in play. Good use of the ball, but can they trouble the defence? Well, it was a foul, but good use of advantage by the referee. Effective challenge. Chouameni. Alexander Galavin has it. And space for them here on the flank. And the goalkeeper expertly anticipated that through ball. Aurélien Chouameni. Kevin Volland. Chouameni. Not a successful intervention, winning the ball back. Galavin. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Now, how about the short corner? Oh, great defending. The high press was on, and that's a fantastic tackle. Well, offside. I rather think he was caught in two minds.
Well, he just needed to go elsewhere with his pass. He showed a complete lack of awareness there.
Well, couldn't keep it. Got a touch off the defender last of all, so a corner. And taken short. Could be threatening. Nyangbo. And making his move inside. And just over the bar. Really good effort. Ben Yedder. Chouameni. What can they do from here? Aguilar. And the pass was just that little bit off. Nearly found its target. Anderson Nyangbo. Stankovic. Janča. Ljubic. Ivan Ljubic. Nyangbo. Well, with tackling like that, the onus is on the referee to take action, potentially. Well, he's gone into the book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
Not quite the clearance they were hoping for. Well, they can't quite take advantage in the end. Well, they're doing a fine job of applying pressure here, not giving their opponents time to think or get out of their own half. Well, the pass not finding its target. Couldn't maintain possession, Monaco. Nyangbo. Oh, is he going to be punished here? Interception to snuff out the danger. Ben Yedder. Chouameni. Promising attack, this. The referee correctly decided, after the foul, a chance to contemplate what is next, and perhaps a goal from this free kick. great piece of goalkeeping. It wasn't a bad free kick either. And as a defender, you really have to concentrate to the maximum to bar the door, as he did then. Chance to attack using width. And space to cross it. Not the best clearance. And he's headed it in!
Well, here it is again, and the clearance just isn't good enough. Giving up possession in a dangerous area, just poor defending all round.
Well, 2-1 it is here. And the precision was lacking. Throw-in coming up. And the referee is going to add on 4 added minutes. Delightful pass. Well, that is how to play advantage. And snuffing out the danger. Well, a really good idea, but missing by a large margin. Stankovic. Well, a good tackle. Ben Yedder. Golovin. Folland! Well, it went sailing over the crossbar. Not a moment he'll want to remember. A fine reading of the situation. Folland. Here's Ben Yedder. Folland. A wonderful intervention. So the whistle then, we're at the halfway stage in this match. Well, truth be told, he's only had a very limited influence on this game, Stuart.
Well, Derek, he's usually so clever around the edge of the box, but today he just hasn't shown that. As the touch map shows us, he hasn't had enough touches in those key areas.
Gives it a go. And he read it really well. Fine save. Well, following on from the previous. Ben Yedder. And fine goalkeeping. There's a slide rule pass. Oh, a goal! And an own goal at that. Well, not part of the script, was it? And attempting the through ball. And a goal to square the game. Edge of the seat stuff. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
And making his move inside. And just over the bar. Really good effort. Not the best clearance. And he's headed it in! Well, a really good idea, but missing by a large margin. Golovin. Volland! And it went sailing over the crossbar. Not a moment he'll want to remember. The two teams have switched around and are ready now for the second half. An effective challenge. Golovin. Aurélien Tchouaméni. Volland. And here's Ben Yedder. A goal! Real excitement. A back and forth type of game. Now they're level.
Well, here's the replay, and he shows great awareness to play this through ball. And there's certainly no doubt about the finish. He really hits it with power and accuracy. Nothing the keeper can do about that.
Well, I imagine there were many who had counted them out. This has been quite the fight back. Ivan Ljubic. Stankovic. Well, pass after pass, maybe they can chisel an opportunity. And he read it superbly. Promising possession, this. What a big chance that was. Keeper has the ball. Golovin. Tchouaméni. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Ivan Ljubic. Jakub Janča. Stankovic. Well, ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just. Ben Yedder. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that pass. Ben Yedder. Galavine. Aguilar. Moving the ball effectively, looking for the right moment. Losing possession. Over the touchline for a throw-in. Well, real difficulty keeping the ball. Volland. A bit sloppy in possession. Has plenty of know-how in the ball shielding department. Ben Yedder. Kevin Volland. Moving the ball forward with purpose. That's excellent defending following the cross. Did well to win the ball back. Ben Yedder. Must take the lead here. Deflected behind, corner forthcoming. They will now make use of their substitutes bench. So the corner played into the box. Aware of the threat, solving the problem. Doing well to keep possession and unable to keep the ball. Volland. There's a slide rule pass. Now the attack fizzled out. Jose Martins. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder! Oh, marvellous save. Great goalkeeping. Well, the short corner routine. Excellent defending. Great effort to keep that one in play. 30 minutes left for play. Well, the attacking options appear plentiful, but it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Chouameni. Alexander Galavine has it. And the danger cleared. Nyangbo. Anderson Nyangbo. Good strength to keep the ball. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? A terrific defending to stop them progressing.
Well, Monaco have controlled the flow of the game in the last 15 minutes and created a hatful of chances. But when you're enjoying that amount of possession, you need to make it count.
Ben Yedder. Ben Yedder. Really vital interception here. And using his strength to shield the ball. Stankovic. Well, strong play here. Aurélien Tchouameni. Here's Ben Yedder. Well, they haven't overcome all the difficulties. Will it lead to the goal that puts them ahead? And running through to the keeper. Stankovic. Anderson Yangbo. Well, they keep passing away. And just like that, they don't have the ball anymore. Chance to do damage. It needs an accurate cross. Well, out of play it goes. And that was in no small measure due to the effective press. Well, there's a good reason why we're highlighting him. He's really dominating in attack in this game, Stuart.
Well, I think he's been outstanding so far. He's looked a constant threat and he scored a very good goal. What a player he is.
Kevin Volland. Oh, showing excellent vision. And a really powerful effort, but just over the top. Now, he could be in hot water here, having already been booked. Well, he was being pressed, but did his job. Gelson Martins. And all the way through to the keeper. Always going to be the goalkeeper's ball. And foul it is then. Well read to put an end to that attack. Gelson Martins. Given away by Monaco. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Well, so many possibilities, but it didn't happen for them. Ben Yedder. And he saw the situation developing. Gelson Martins. Caio Henrique. In possession, Volland. Using his strength to shield the ball. Volland! Terrific piece of anticipation. Wüttrich. This might be the perfect counter-attacking opportunity. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. Failed to keep hold of it. A danger here as he runs at them. Nyangbo. Well, nicely cut out. Now what can they do with the ball? And there to intervene.
Well, what a final few minutes we have here. And the fans are certainly playing their part. But can they take one of these chances that come their way and win this game?
Kevin Vollant in position here to protect the ball. Trying to get onto the front foot with the minutes ticking away. But nothing comes of it. Has the strength to hang on to it. Vollant. Well, sloppy in possession. Making use of his physical strength to hang on to it. Ben Yedder. Golovin. Ben Yedder. Cleared away comprehensively. Ben Yedder. Well, the attack carried an initial threat, but fizzled out. Racing forward, trying to catch them out. Zalkaria. Patient enough build-up. Can they carve out a chance? Kevin Vollant. Enrique. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. Well, they have elected to go to the bench at this stage of the game. Stankovic. Attending to his defensive chores. Possession lost, intercepted. Chouameni. Strength and control, a big part of his game. Oh, tight offside decision, but the flag does go up. Nicely cut out. And given the situation, a goal at this stage might well turn out to be a winner. Jakob Janča. Not too fussy in clearing his lines. And he read it well defensively. Chouameni. Well, if you've already received a yellow card, you surely want to stay away from that sort of challenge. And his day is done. Second yellow card, Stuart.
Well, I have to say, it was coming. Why was he not taken off earlier?
Substitution time it is here. Using his physical strength to shield it. That's how to blunt the edge of the opposing attack. And very deftly cut out. Well, keeping it on the ground, slightly off target, however. The electronic board has been held in the air, and we're going to have a minimum of 4 added minutes. Caio Henrique. Given away by Monaco. It's not lost on them what a goal could mean at this late stage. Well, the referee wasn't going to let that go. Keeping possession of the ball with authority. And they need to get tighter here. Chouameni. Can he play it in? Cutting the ball back. Interception to snuff out the danger. And breaking at pace with menace. And the referee blows the whistle. It is a free kick. Couldn't find a teammate. Throw in here. Galavine. And that pass could be troublesome. And a goal! This is why we adore this game. Late drama, and now they're in front.
Well, let's look at this again. The 1- and 2-touch passing is absolutely outstanding to play around the pressure. And then what a strike. That's hit with such ferocity. Certainly no stopping that. That's a great goal.
And there it is, the final whistle. Not what the home fans were hoping for before a ball was kicked today. Defeat for them.
Well, Derek, certainly not their best performance, was it? Just a little bit off the pace for me, and obviously a disappointing result. But the key thing is they bounce back now, and they can't afford a repeat performance.
And one thing about Kevin Volland, he kept asking questions. What did you make of what you saw from him?
Well, he scored a good goal, and if I was his coach, I certainly wouldn't be worried by him missing a couple of chances. The fact is, he was a constant threat today.
Ben Yedder. And fine goalkeeping.
From